All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crafty Hour number 18. It's Kourtney here with Scrapbook-N-Memories, and I thought, well, we're going to sign on about 5 minutes early just to make sure everybody can find us and get in the right spot, because we are going to hit the ground running at the top of the hour, because I got a lot to show you, some great techniques and stuff we're going to be playing with. So I thought we'll get our hellos. I'll get my hello out of the way and make sure everybody's in the right spot and we're ready to run. So hello, I see people signing on. Hello, Keitha and Josie and Jan, Tracy. Hello. So welcome to Crafty Hour number 18. Can you believe number 18? I was setting up the images for number 20 today, and then I did the math in my head, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Crafty Hour number 20, that means we've been doing this for 10 months because we do it 2 a month. So, my gosh, it's so exciting that you guys are loving this. And our Crafty Hour Creations group is growing, and we have Diane joining us. We got some new designers and teachers joining us. So, lots of exciting stuff going on. So, thank you, everybody. That has been purchasing kits from Scrapbook-N-Memories and Clipper Street. We really appreciate the support, and that's why we're going to keep them coming. We've got some great stuff planned. We were planning some more stuff today, so thank you so much for all your love and support, and as long as you guys keep participating and loving these, we'll keep doing them. So thank you. And we've got so many fun themes that we're playing with. I'm super excited about the next one, number 19, the adventure set. Oh my gosh, it's a great outdoors. It's very versatile, the die set, and that is amazing. And then number 20, we're going to announce number 20 tomorrow. It will go live at 11 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Pacific on our appropriate store pages. So you can jump on and grab those too. So lots of exciting stuff. I can't wait for you guys to see what we have even planned down the road kind of thing. Of course, we'll have Christmas coming. We will have Halloween coming. I mean, lots of great stuff. So stay tuned. We've got some amazing stuff up our sleeves. And now the vendors are hearing about our Crafty Hour and they're like, oh my gosh, I think we have something to present to you. I think we have an idea for your Crafty Hours. So the vendors are loving this and enjoying it too. So they're helping us out and come up with some ideas and plans, and it's been really, really fun. So thank you everybody for jumping in and joining and trusting this crazy idea that we had in this process. And it's been fun. It's been a great collaboration between our two stores. It's been great projects and designers, and you get different styles from both stores, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful collaboration, and I couldn't ask for a better partner in crime. So it's been great. So hello everybody that's joining us live, and if you're catching us on the replay, hello to you too. And I'm going to give it one more minute and we're going to get going. So I'm going to show you guys 3 cards tonight, and the last Crafty Hour I kind of did a theme, and I did 3 different versions of a theme, and I'm like, I really enjoyed that because it kind of gave you like the Emerald Lagasse, like the bam, kick it up a notch, and gave you 3 different ideas with a simple design or simple technique. So this time I thought, you know what, I'm going to play with my banner punch. Sometimes we always move on to the newest, latest, and greatest, and we forget about our tried, true, trusty old friends. This is my old trusty friend, the banner punch. I love this thing. And I thought, you know what? We're going to play with the banner punch because I know some of you have it. And if not, you guys will definitely want it after this. But pull it out and let's play with it and get 3 different styles, 3 different looks using the same punch to get you ideas on that. So that's what we're going to kind of play with. So I'm going to move the cards out of the way for a moment, and we're going to talk about if you don't have a banner punch. You can still do this too. There's 2 different ways you can do it. So first thing on the banner punch that I love, you'll notice on it, it'll do 2.5, 2 inch, 1.5. Okay, it's got those 3 sizes. it's got these tracks on here. So the largest size it'll do is 2.5. And let me hold that. Oh, let me stand up. I'm sitting down, but I cannot craft sitting down. It just doesn't work. So let me stand up. So if you look at it, it's got 2 tracks. So this is the 2.5-inch track, the 2-inch track, and the 1.5-inch track. So those are the 3 sizes it's made for, which is great. We've got those here, and I like to leave these. These are just scrap paper, just ugly scrap paper. You know that paper you bought 10 years ago and you loved it, so you bought 10 sheets of it, and you hoarded it because it was your favorite paper in the whole wide world, and you're waiting for the most perfect project to use that paper on, and now you're going through your stash and you're looking at that paper and you're like, oh my God, that's the ugliest paper I've ever seen, and why did I buy 10 sheets of it? Yep, been there. So that's what I use scraps for. Make it for your sloppy copies, your ugly papers. So anyways, these are samples that I make up these little guys, and then I have them so I can design with them. So I've got 2.5-inch down to 3/4 of an inch, and you can go even smaller. The alignment guide only goes to 1.5 inches, but if you're doing smaller, you can do smaller. You just stick it in there and make sure it's directly in the center. You just got to make sure it's pushed all the way in and flush, and then in the center. And then you can do sizes smaller than 1.5 inch. Isn't that cool? Another thing I like to have these guys just made up, because I'm a visual person. I don't know how many of you guys are, but I am a very visual person. So I'm like, I think I want to do a banner card. Okay, let's do a banner card. How big of banners do I want? What do I want to play with? Ooh, I like that size. So you can just lay these on. And of course you could do them in different color papers so you could see it. So let me flip it over to my ugly sides. So let's say I want to do a stacking banner. So I got a banner there, and I'm like, ooh, I want to stack it so it's kind of sticking down like that a little bit. And then I want another banner. Where should I put my other banner? I think I'm going to layer it like that, have that leg sticking out. No, maybe I want it shorter. Maybe I want a shorter banner, kind of layered. So you can play with these guys, and then that way you can kind of visually design, and that busy paper is probably hard for you guys to tell, but you get the idea. You can use these guys for designing. Let's say maybe, I want to do banners just across the top of my page, and what size banners, let's just do them different lengths, would I need to go across the top of my page? So there again, you kind of have your templates, and you can kind of design and play with them. So great idea. Make some scraps. That way you can visually see what sizes you want, and you can kind of play with them that way. Okay, so I'm going to put these guys out of the way. These are just my little templates. Fun to play with. Okay, so if you don't have a banner punch, there's a couple ways to make banners that are equal. Because you know, a lot of times we're like, oh, okay, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it. Oh, that's crooked. Okay, so we're going to cut some more over here. Nope, that's crooked. So we're going to cut some more here. And we end up with something that's crooked. So there's 2 ways to fix that. One way is to find the center point. Now you can eyeball the center point. You can take a ruler. And I love our 0 centering ruler. And you can find a center point. Now, the question is, can I find a pen? Ha! So I find a pen, and you mark the center point. So once you mark your center point, then you are going to cut straight up, and then so that's your center point, and however tall you want it. And then you're going to cut from tip to that top, and then tip to that top, and that's going to give you an equal banner. So that's one way of doing it. Okay. Okay. Or another way you can do it is fold your strip in half and cut from outside to the crease. Outside to the crease. Just like that. And you can make a banner that way. So if you don't have the punch, here's 2 different ways to make your banners. One thing that I sometimes do, because that one, see how that one's short and that one's taller? Sometimes I get carried away. And when you're cutting it, you want to stay shallow, because normally our brain tells us, ooh, we need a pennant. So we go tall, and we go way too tall sometimes. So in your head, just kind of think, okay, here's what I wanted. Now let's go a little shallower. Okay, does that make sense? Everybody ready to rock and roll? Okay, so there are different ways to make a banner. Okay, card number 1. I loved this paper line. Was this paper line not the cutest paper line ever? My gosh, so cute. And as I'm watching Diane's, it's a good thing we got 2 sticker sheets, because I'm watching Diane's presentation and I think we both used all the same stickers. We were both drawn to all the same stickers. So this way, we didn't have to fight over our favorites, or not really fight, but have to figure it out. So I'm glad that we decided to put 2 sticker sheets in the set on that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we just going to use a white card base, just your standard A2 white card bases. I actually grabbed mine that were leftovers from the last Crafty Hour. There was a lot of card bases in that kit, so I just grabbed those. That was great. Then you're going to grab a piece of the black paper that's in your set. So it's black on one side, yellow on the other side. And we're going to cut that 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, so it's yellow on one side, black on the other side. Okay, so that's our first one. And I just put those papers in a discard because we're going to come back to them quite a bit. I use that black piece quite a bit. Then it's just something about black that just makes all the other colors like pop, right? Just makes them all stand out. So our second piece of paper is going to be the blue one. I love this one on that. Okay. So we're going to, I always flip mine over because in my trimmer, we got that. So we're going to cut it 5 by 3 3/4. 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so that is going to be our bumblebees. Okay, so when you put them on, you're going to have 1/8 of an inch all the way around it, and then we'll have our card base, and you're going to have 1/8 of an inch all the way around that. Okay, so we're just building our layers. It's okay, Jenny, you can grab us on replay. Absolutely. Now it's time to build our banners. Okay, so we have 3 different banners that we're going to build. Our first one, and we're going to do the width first, so don't worry about the length, because the link will be chopped off when we make the banner part. So this banner is going to be white, and it's going to be I wonder if I can go this way. Yeah, it's going to be 2.5 inches wide. Okay, 2.5 inches. Just cut that, and then we'll come back to it. So 2.5 inches. The yellow is going to be 1.5 inch. Okay, 1.5 inch. Again, don't worry about the length. We're just cutting the width right now. 1.5. And then the black polka dot is going to be 2 inches. And we're going with the width here. 2 inches. Okay, so everybody should have 3 strips. The yellow is 1.5. The black is 2. the white is 2.5. Got it? Okay, so the first thing, kind of how I started this was I started with the yellow on top. So we're going to cut, whoops, lost my trimmer. We're going to cut our fantail or our banner tail in one end. These guys I saved. I did not do anything with them, but I thought these would be fun to piece together to make like a quilt pattern or something with them, so I saved them. Who knows? I'll probably find them 10 years from now and be like, why did I save that? And then throw it in the trash. But for right now, we saved them. Okay, so you're doing one end of that. Then the black, you're going to do one end of your black. Okay. And then what I did is I just glued them on just like this. So I kind of eyeballed it in the center and I just kind of glued her on. We're going to have it in the center of the black and it's going to kind of be peekabooing out. Okay, right there. Perfect. Right? Really cute. So then this is all going to be hidden under the white spot. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to just whack it off. We're going to chop her off. So I'm going to put it about at the 3-inch mark for the yellow. And, whoops, why is my cutter not cutting? And we're just going to cut it off. So we have this little piece right here. And then we're going to repeat the same thing again. We're going to punch the yellow. We're going to punch the black. We're going to put some adhesive. Eyeball it. We're going to chop it off, and actually I'm going to do it shorter, a little bit shorter this time because we don't want it sticking out. So I'm going to do it like 2 1/4. Doesn't matter, it's going to be hidden. So now I've got these two pieces. These two pieces are going to be hidden under the white. The white was a little tricky to figure out the measurement and then figure all those out because when you chop it off, it kind of changes your length. So I found it easier just to piece it underneath that white piece. So we've got our white piece again, and we're going to banner it on one side. And then we're going to come back to it in a moment, okay? So we're going to start gluing some stuff together. Let me grab my positioner. Okay, so we're going to take our white base. I'm going to have to cover up the instructions. There's not enough room for everything here. Not enough room. How do we run out of room? Okay, so there's our white base. We're going to put our white base down. I'm going to put my little corner in there. Actually, I'm going to put my magnet in here so my base doesn't shift on me. Put my corner in. And we're going to do 1/8 of an inch. So you're going to glue your black down. So you have 1/8 of an inch all the way around the outside edge. Okay? Then I'm going to take my 1/4 of an inch corner because we're going up a notch. I'm going to put my 1/4 of an inch in there. And now we're doing our blue bee. So that's given me another 1/8 of an inch all the way around that. Whoops, my bees are upside down. We want bees right side up. Put him in the corner, press, and release. Okay, so there we have our layers perfectly lined, and we have those corners all the way around it. Okay? So then I just kind of am going to lay it out. I'm not going to actually glue these down yet. I'm just going to lay them out like this. And actually, I got my measurements about right, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So there's that. So the white piece we took off. This is how I kind of figured out the white piece. So I laid it on here where I wanted the white piece to kind of peekaboo. So I kind of was like, I want a little bit more black. So I'm going to peekaboo that right there. Okay. Then I took this piece. This is the piece we chopped off. Remember, this came from over here. I laid them over here. And I'm like, okay, that is the edge of the card. I'm going to make a mark right there. And then when I chopped it, that was pretty right on. Whoops, you got to chop it first, Kourtney. We're going to chop it. Tracy, I make the corners. So those are something that we make in addition with our Crafters Essential Rulers. And we're working on getting Deanna the info. So email Deanna and tell her you want to be on the list to get more information. We just got to get some pricing over to Deanna. So she will be getting those corners. Yes. The corner and the guide. There'll be a guide too. Okay. And then there's our white piece, and look at that. It ends up being the perfect size by just kind of measuring off that scrap that we chunked off the edge. Okay? Perfect, right? Okay, so now we're going to add adhesive to the back side of our white. So Deanna will have the corners, and then Scrapbook-N-Memories already has the corners. They're on our website. But Deanna will get you the information. So get on the emailer, and she'll get that for you guys. Absolutely. Okay, and then we're just going to lay it on there. And that way we pick up this whole piece, and now we have this little banner built. Isn't that pretty? Lovely little banner. And we're going to put foam tape. Yes, we got to have foam tape. You can't have a card without foam tape. Yes, I'll get you the information, Deanna. Sorry, it's been a little crazy the last couple days. We have a guest designer coming, and it's like all hands on deck right now. And then anything that can happen, well, it's been happening. So I'm going to have a stiff drink after this. Oh, it's been a month. This week has been the longest year. And then you're going to foam tape that down. It's been crazy, let me tell you. Whew. And then we're all getting geared up for Better Press, so that's coming out soon. So we're trying to get all that. I know Deanna's trying to get that in her system too for you guys, so we can all have it ready for release date. There's just so many wheels and stuff spinning at the same time. Okay, so did I put that on straight? Yeah. So there is our piece. Isn't that fun? So fun. Okay, sticker. This is going to be on our sticker sheet now. How are we doing on time? Ooh, I'm afraid we might go. So I'm going to use this big flower sticker right here. And like I said, I'm glad that we had 2 sticker sheets because I think Diane used all the same ones that I used too. So we have great taste. We have amazing taste. So we're going to put that guy right there. We're going to put one of those bees. How cute are these little wood bees? They are so adorable. I love them. They're so cute. We're going to put a little wood bee there. If you need more wood bees, contact your home store. We both have more coming. So contact the store and get on the list for little wood bees. And there's also wood ladybugs. So make sure to check out the wood ladybugs too. Okay, and then this last piece right here that says Be Happy. That's going to be from the bottom of your paper. We're just going to take your trimmer and just kind of chop that out. I thought that was so adorable, and I'm like, well, we can't let that go to waste. He's just too cute. So we're just going to cut him off and put him on a card. So you have one of those on the bottom of all your papers. Isn't that adorable? It's all smoke and curtains, don't we say? Smoke and, I don't know. Oh. I was ready for a margarita when I came home, but I thought, nope, I better do crafty hour first, because if I do crafty hour drunk, Deanna's going to fire me. Can't be drunk for crafty hour. Gotta be professional, right? Okay, so then we're putting pop dots on Be Happy, and we're going to put that guy right there. Oh, smoothie, yeah. We call it a smoothie, absolutely. Okay, then we put some little bling on. And I'll add we can do the bling later because I don't want to run out of time for the other ones. But the ones I used was just the Pink Fresh. This is the ombre glitter. Love the ombre glitter. This one's called Sparkle and Shine. It was kind of orangey, yellowy tones. So I put 3 up here and 2 down there. I always like to do a little spatter of them. Right? Okay, so that is card number 1. Card number 1. So we'll add our jewels later. And I'll post the photo up so you guys can see it. Card number 2. This one I think might take a little bit longer, so that's why I want to kind of skip the bling on the other one. So card number 2. Okay, don't need that. Push that up there. How's everybody doing? Are we doing good? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Card number 2. So for card number 2, we're going to build banners. Like I said, we're going to use the heck out of this banner punch. We're going to give you 3 different ideas, and I even had more, but I'm like, nope, I got to stop. So there's so many things you can do with these banner punches. So there's that one. It's just going to be on a plain A2 card again, plain white A2 card. And now we are cutting banners. So again, we're cutting the links that we needed. So I'm going to start at the top, and this is the black and floral. So that's this one right here. It's got yellow hearts on the back side, black floral. So I'm going to go up and down because I'm going to use it for some other stuff. So we're going to cut those 1 1/4. 1 1/4, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it and chop it at 6 because we're going to use the other side for something else. So we're using the black side, black floral. So I'm just going to chop it at 6, and we're going to set that guy to the side. Okay, and then we're going to do the yellow plaid 1 1/4, which I got a scrap laying here from the previous card. Let's see what that is. 1 1/4 for your yellow plaid. See? Nothing ever goes to waste. Yes, if you need the banner punches, please email your home stores and we will make sure to get you guys taken care of. Okay? So that is the 2 for the first one. The next one is going to be 1 inch. 1 inch. So now we're going to do a 1 inch black dot. And again, I've got some scraps laying over here, so this is where your scraps come in really handy. Okay, so 1 inch for a black dot. Then we want white floral, which is actually the back side of your black dot, okay? White floral, which is the back side of your black dot. You want a 1 inch on that too. Oh, look, that's another good one. Okay. So now we have those. And then the last one's going to be yellow heart, 1 inch, which we can use that guy that we just chopped down from the other one. So great way to use up those scraps. I'm not going to worry about chopping that off because it's going to get chopped off when we do the banners anyways. So far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strips. Now we need the blue hearts. Okay, blue hearts. The blue hearts had some of your cut aparts on the back side of them. So there's your blue hearts. We're going to cut it 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch. And I do mine backwards since it's a small one. And we want to have 2 of those. 2 of them that size. Okay. Oh, I just realized something that I forgot on my table downstairs. Okay, So there are your pieces. You've got 2 3/4 of an inch. These are your 1 inch ones, and these are your 1 1/4. So I'm going to give you a moment to get all of those banners cut. And if you're using scissors, go ahead and chop the bottoms of them. If you're using a punch, we can do them together, but I'll be right back. I forgot something on my table downstairs. Okay, so now we're going to do our little banner punches. And like I said, when you're doing ones smaller than the actual size, smaller than the alignment guide right here, you just make sure you're in the center. Just put it in the center, push it all the way to the back so it's flush, and punch. And then that way you can do pieces that are smaller than what it says you need. And then if your paper has direction on it, make sure your banner's at the bottom. So I need to put my banner down here because I want my bee flying right side up. So make sure you put your banner piece at the bottom if you have directional. Like the hearts are directional. Oh yes, please put some hold music. Do, 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 do. Okay, there's that one. Like I said, this is getting chopped off anyway, so why waste good paper? Okay, and one more. Actually, this card might be faster than I thought it was going to be. It took me longer to design it. Okay, and then again, like I said, these are kind of cool. You might be able to go back with those. I don't know. Come up with something cute where these can like quilt pattern together and do something. I don't know. We don't throw anything out, right? So that could be something. That could be a whole nother idea. We'll go with it. Okay, so we're going to pull our card base in, and now we're going to build our layers. So when we build our layers, we want to have, don't worry about the bottom, but the sides. We're going to come in like 1/8 of an inch on each side. So don't go all the way to the edge on those, okay? So we're going to take our banners, and don't worry about the length right now. Length does not matter. We're just going to whack it off at the end. So we're going to kind of lay it out how we want to design it. And this way you can lift them up, you can lift them down. You're going to stack them. Let me get back on the screen. Sorry, guys. Stack them however you want. So I'm just going to kind of follow what I did on this other one. I'm just going to kind of stack. There is no right or wrong. Although for some reason I can't seem to get things straight. But you have issues some days like that. Like everything's crooked. You think it looks straight. And then you're like, whew, that ain't straight. Just kind of lay them out however you want, kind of stacking them all the way across the gamut. Okay, I think I kind of feel like that guy needs to be a little bit longer. Okay, I like it. We're going with that. So now you can start gluing these pieces together. I'm going to take my trusty press and seal. Make sure we're straight. And again, the whole thing shifted, but we're going with it. And I'm going to press them, and now I'm going to flip them and glue them all together. See, I said I was going with it, but it's bothering me, so I'm not going with it. Okay, so flip. Just going to take a liquid glue and kind of glue them all together. Do you like how I say I'm going with something and then I don't go with it? I can't not be perfect. Just doesn't work. Okay, we're perfect-ish. Okay, so then we're just going to kind of sneaky peeky some glue in there and just glue all your layers together. And we're just kind of spot checking it. Doesn't have to be 100% down because we're going to foam tape this entire thing. But we're just kind of spot checking them so they're easier to glue as a whole. And then probably the guy on the top is not glued. Guy right there. So we're just spot checking them, okay? Let's see what we got. This guy here is probably not glued. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing good. This one's going faster than I thought I was gonna be. Like I said, designing sometimes takes longer. Well, it does take longer, but when you replay it in your head, doesn't take as long. Need a little bit more glue on here. That one is crooked as all get out, so I do have to straighten him up. Okay, how's everybody doing? Are we doing good? Whew, my blue one's really crooked. Okay, all these guys gotta be. And this is why they're only spot checked, so I can go back in and move them and shift them. Make sure he's straight. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you, thank you. We love getting feedback to know how we're doing. Okay, so we're going with that. Okay. So now what we need to do is kind of even it out. So this whole thing is about 4 inches. 4 inches. I know, right? Press and seal. I use more of it for crafting than cooking. Who would have ever thought that I'm good at laying things out, but then I'm not good at lining them back up, and that drives me nuts. So the press and seal kind of saves the day. Okay, so we're lining the bottom of our pennants up at 4 inches, and then we're just whacking everything off. Everything else goes in the trash. So we're just kind of evening out the top half. Okay, 4 inches. Okay, so now we are going to put foam tape on the back of this. Lots of foam tape. Foam tape on the back side of all your pennants or your little banner strip that we built. When in doubt, add more foam tape. Okay, so then, and this is a great way to use scraps up. How many times are you done with a project and you end up with these little strips? And you're like, what do I do with those strips? This would also make a adorable scrapbook page. If you're a scrapbooker, this would look adorable to put across the top of a page and then use it for a birthday or use it for something else. So definitely use that for a birthday card idea too. Okay, so those guys are on there. Now you're going to grab that black cardstock that we had before. Anybody see mine? It's got yellow on one side, black on the other side. So we're going to do the black side. Is my scrap big enough? Nope, my scrap is not big enough. Then we're going to find your sticker sheet. Find your sticker sheet. Find your sticker sheet, sorry. And so the sticker we need is going to be 4 1/4 wide. So 4 1/4 wide. And we're using the scallop. I'm just going to take all mine off right now. 4 1/4 wide. So I'm going to put it, some reason my paper is not straight there, so that's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to cut that off. My other side of my paper is not straight. And I'm not a big fuzzy cutter, so this is me fuzzy cutting. But you're going to have, when you put it on your sticker sheet, you're going to have a little bit of black at the top and then a little bit of the black down here. Oh, perfect, Valerie. Yes. I'm telling you that the punch is a lifesaver. You will love it. But you don't have to have it if you can do it without also. I didn't want you guys to feel like you had to buy something to complete them, but for those of you that have one or want to buy one, I thought we'd give you some great ideas with them. So we're fuzzy cutting. Now the fuzzy cutting just slowed me down. That's okay. We got plenty of time for the last one. I think I can bank like 5 minutes, right? Bank 5 minutes if we need it. But we appreciate your time. So we will not go over because it is a crafty hour. So we appreciate you guys taking an hour out of your day to join us and do a fun little craft along. Okay, there's our fuzzy cutting. Wow, I have way more black on the top than on the bottom. That's okay. Okay, so now we're going to cut that at 4 1/4. And I'm just going to put it on my trimmer and do it that way. And I got some bonus for another project. Okay, there's that. So now what we're going to do is just glue that to the top of that little strip we made. And it's going to go over the strip. So it's going to go side to side. It will go side to side there. Okay. Almost done on this one. Almost done. Okay, we're going to put that little strip right at the top. Covers up all of those. If we had any boo-boos, let me put it right. Ooh, wow, I put that one really high compared to that one. There we go. Okay, back to our sticker sheet. We're going to find this other floral. Love the flower. It's kind of right here in the corner next to your little bumblebee. And we're going to put some pop dots on the back of it because, you know, it's got to be popped. Right here where the leaves are is higher. So we're going to put a double pop there. I know. Crazy. So we're going to put a pop. I peel off the back, and I'm going to put another pop on top. I would normally use my sticky thumb pops. Those are double height, but I don't know where they are. So we're going with this. Okay. And then since it's a sticker, I'm just going to hit it with my EK powder tool. I know Diane used that too. And put some powder on the back of it so it takes some of the sticky off. If you don't have a powder tool, you can also kind of stick it to your jeans a little bit. And the lint will kind of take the sticky out of it. I could probably just rub it on my dog and her fur would stick to it and take all the sticky off. Then it might be fuzzy on the outside, so maybe not. Okay, so there's our little flower, and we're going to pop him right there like that. Adorable. Adorbs. Okay, in the center of it, again, I put one of the Pink Fresh gems. So I just put a gem in the center of that flower because it needed a little bit of pink. And then back to our sticker sheet, we're going to get sweet as can be. Sweet as can be. I know, right? No project is complete without a little cat or dog hair on it, at least in this house. Sweet as can be. And then I love the little bee that was bzz on that. So when I was doing this, I was looking for bees facing left. And for some reason, all the bees are facing right. There's only a couple bees facing left. I was like, come on, we need more left bees, right? Right bees. We need more bees in the opposite direction. Okay, there is number 2. And then you guys can put your bling on afterwards. So card number 2. All right, last one. Last card. We're on the home stretch. Let me get rid of that. Zoop. Card number 3. Again, playing with banners. Look at that. Da, 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 da. Simple, easy layers on this one. So the background, we're going to start again with an A2 base. Just A2 cards. I'm sticking with the simple, easy ones because it seems like we all have those bases from the other crafty hours and stuff. And we're grabbing this piece of paper that is yellow on one side, blue on the other side. So we're going to use this twice. The first one is going to be yellow, and we're going to cut it 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to cut my name strip off first. What's sticky? Oh, there's sticky right there. So my paper, who knows what I got on there. How did I get sticky on my trimmer? Oh, I know. When I cut those banners. I'll just rub it with some alcohol. That'll get it off. Not the alcohol I'm drinking. No, so 4 1/4. 4 1/4. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 is going to be our first one. So when we put that on, there's going to be no white on our card, okay? Then we're going to flip her over and do the blue side. And this time we're going to do 4 by 5 1/4. Ooh, I think I'm going to run out of paper. I am. Oh, nope, I think I can go this way. 4 by 5 1/4. Ooh, it's 5 1/4 that way already? Okay, let me go 4 this way. I might run out of blue. If I run out of blue, I'll use something else. It's all good. Got a hanging chad there. We gotta get rid of that little hanging chad. Okay, so there we have our blue, and it's gonna go right in the center of the yellow. So we have yellow, we have blue, and then we have the flower pattern with the black plaid on the back side. And this is, and I'm gonna double check mine, 3 3/4 by 5. Yeah, I think that's a scrap I had left over. Okay, so then you'll have a little bit of blue all the way around the outside. Okay, yellow, blue, patterned paper. So we have 3 layers. Okay, now we're going back to our crazy pennants. So we need a yellow one that is 2.5. Ooh, that one's 2.5. Good. We need a blue one. Ooh, is my scrap 2 inches? No. We need a blue one that's 2 inches. Let me find a blue piece of paper. I think there was blue hearts somewhere, wasn't there? Let me find the blue hearts. That'll match. I'm going to go blue hearts because I'm out of blue paper. 2 inches for that one. I don't know how I ran out of paper. 2 inches wide for the blue hearts. And then the last one is the black and white plaid. Black and white plaid. All right, I just had that one in my hand. Is that on the back of something else? Oh, black and white plaid, back of that one. And I need that one 1.5. 1.5. These double-sided papers some days confuse me. Lose track of what we got going on. Okay, 1.5. There we go. I hope everybody else's floor is a mess too. Do you cut stuff and then just throw it all on the floor? Whew. Okay, so we're going to banner all of these guys. What's that white paper for? I don't know. Oops, that didn't work. Let me re-punch that. Okay, there's my yellow. I'm using the hearts, so I'm going to make sure my hearts go in there upside down. There's our hearts. I'm not worrying about the length right now. And then our plaid. I'm going to switch this card up just a hair different than what I originally did. When I cut mine, I cut it too short. And I didn't have any lefts to do. So we're going to take our plaid all the way to the top. On this one, I didn't take it out to the top because I cut my paper too short on that. The measurements on the banner punch are 2.5, 2, and 1.5. The ones that we just did right here. Okay, so now we have to assemble. We're going to assemble our card. So I'm going to bring my corners back in because I can't do anything straight. So our white card is up first, and the yellow goes right on top. And the yellow, we're not going to have any white showing. So it's going to go right smack in the corner of our card. Going to line her up, press, and we're done. The next one, I'm using my 1/8 of an inch. We're going to go in with the blue one. So we're going to have 1/8 of an inch all the way around the outside edges. We're going to put our blue one in there, smack them in the corner, press, and go. Then I'm going to use my 1/4 of an inch. Oh my gosh, right, Elena? That gingham ribbon that we had was like perfect timing for this set. It matches so perfectly. Love black and white gingham. I love ginghams, okay? So there is our card base. So we've got all of our layers done, quick and easy, all centered. Next thing we got to do is our banners, and I found a fun way to use those too. So I took your main piece. This is your main piece for the Crafter's Essential layers, and it has all your measurements and stuff on it. So I found that I took it, and I took my yellow piece, and I put my bottom fan piece, and I'll just put a piece to hold it, all the way against the edge there. Then I took my 1/4 of an inch layer, and I put that on there. And then I'm going to put adhesive on my blue. then I take him and again put him in the corner and put them flush down the side. And look at that, equal spacing all the way around. You got your 1/4 inch. And then now I'm just going to lift this up and put my yellow underneath it. So I now have my blue butted up in that corner. I'm going to put my 1/4 inch right back on there. I'm going to put adhesive on my black one, put him in the corner, flush him right here to the edge, flush him to the edge so he'll be straight, press, and now we have equal spacing all the way around and on your pennants and on your sides. Like I said, I'm not a good eyeballer, so I love my spacers. Love my spacers. I know, right? So many great ideas for those. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our card, and this is going to go foam tape, and it's going to go all the way up to the top here. I'm just going to take a pen and make a little mark right there, and then cut those. Christine, the tool I'm using, we call it the Crafter's Essential Layers, and we created them and we make them. If Clipper Street is your home store, give them an email and they'll get you on the list, and we will make sure they will contact you when they have all the info on them. Okay? It is amazing, I'm telling you. And then we're talking with and put foam tape on the back side of this. So we're talking with Deanna about maybe taking over the Facebook page one day and doing some more demos with our corners for you guys. Because Deanna gets to take over my Facebook page all the time. I appreciate it. I appreciate her helping and taking over, especially when I'm at retreat or sick in bed with COVID for a month and a half. So I appreciate her helping out. I don't have people. Okay, so now we've got your foam tape on the back of those. You're going to peel it off. And this is going to go flush all the way at the top. All the way to the top, and you got your foam tape on there, okay? How are we doing on time? Oh, we are doing wonderful. Okay, I told you to cut out for homework a scallop. And I didn't do my homework. I'm a bad girl. A scalloped circle, and I'm just using the Spellbinders nesting set. I love nesting dies. You get so much bang for your buck with nesting dies. If you guys don't own them yet, grab some nesting dies because they're perfect for card making, scrapbooking, mixed media, whatever you want to do. And the nesting dies, you can use them for everything. And they have circles and scallops and hearts and stars, rectangles, squares. I know we've used like the postage stamps ones a lot. There's pins, there's stitching. I know Deanna's using a lot of the stitching ones in her upcoming classes. So they really are an essential tool. Sometimes you're like, you buy the cute butterflies and stuff, and you don't use them very often. But nesting dies you will always use. You'll always use those nesting dies. And then I love the Totally Tiffany Power Packs that have the plastic sleeves with the magnets in them, so you can store them in those. Really super easy on that. Okay, so we've got, whoops, let me get all the cards back in thing. We're going to put adhesive runner or liquid, whatever you got, on the back of that. And we're going to pop it or glue it down. If you don't have a scallop, it's okay. You can fuzzy cut a circle around the sticker, or just put it on without it. Okay, then we're going to need our sticker sheet. I already lost the sticker sheet again. I can't keep track of the sticker sheet. We're going to grab this one right here. And we're going to put foam on the back side. And then again, add a little powder tool to it to take the sticky off. Take that sticky off. My gosh, I got 5 minutes. I'm doing good. I could probably go back and add gems. Okay, no, we won't get too carried away. Okay, we're gonna add that. add your foam. And when I put this on, I'm going to put it upside down. I'm putting the bee upside down because we're going to cover it up. I didn't really like the lined thing on there, and I felt like we kind of needed to dress this piece up just a little bit more. So we're going to cover that bumblebee, and we'll add a different bumblebee. Okay, so that's going to go right in the center, popped upside down. We're going to grab the flower from our sticker sheet, our flower, and we're just going to stick that right in the center. Okay, and then we're going to find on the sticker sheet, hello, or if you want a different word, feel free to use a different word, whatever word you want. And we're going to stick that on there. And then we're going to find one of those little bees. Probably that one that's flying to the right, because we had no lefties. I don't know why. Okay, and we're going to put him on there. And I got 4 minutes, so we're going to add our bling to this one. And then let me grab my bling in my little tray. How's everybody doing? Did everybody get them done? Or are you just following along and you'll craft later? It's the great thing about this is you can always go back and replay it, rewatch, and do. Okay, so then we're going to add some bling. And I like to go in and just sprinkle them. And like I said, the ones I'm using are the, how come they're all flipped upside down? The Pink Fresh ombre ones. Oh, those were the same size. That's okay. Nope, that's going to drive me nuts. Whoops. Oh my gosh, did you see that? You're the same size. You can't be on there. They don't call me a hot mess for nothing. I even have a glitter tray and I still made a mess. That's how good I am. Okay, 3 up there. Then we're going to put 3 down here. I know, real crafting again. I'm telling you, if I would have had that beverage, maybe I wouldn't have spilled stuff. Okay, there we go. There we have it. Let me, I don't know, get these guys out of the way. It's like glitter. We'll just have it everywhere. And pull the completed cards back in. So we have 3 fun cards using the banner punch. So 3 different ideas. These can all be interpreted and put on to scrapbook pages also. So I hope you guys enjoy these cards. We can't wait to see what additional cards that you make from all of these leftovers, because there are tons of extra leftovers. So thank you for joining us for Crafty Hour number 18. Make sure to post all of your inspirations and ideas and cards over in the Crafty Hour Creations group. And then my girls, feel free to post it in the Scoop group too, so people can have FOMO that didn't participate. And yeah, thank you so much for all this. I hope you guys love it. Pull those banner punches back out, knock the dust off of them, and let's create. And don't forget, Crafty Hour 20 goes live tomorrow, 11 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Pacific, on Scrapbook-N-Memories website and Clipper Street's website. And we'll put our links on our Facebook page for those two, so you guys can sign up. So have a wonderful night, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.